Practice October 5th, and then he can play, what, a couple of weeks later?
I think it's like 8 games in.
Okay.
Can I count? No, I can't count on that. Sean Lee is hurt again. Not great. And then Lyle Collins, who was their best offensive lineman, graded out the best across the board, is gone for 4 weeks. Cam Irving is their backup there, and this anonymous quote just rips him. Did you watch the Chiefs film last year?
Yeah.
Okay, he was shaky.
Yeah,
shaky.
He's not very good.
Okay, so I got all that. But, you know, I first guessed C.D. Lamb. I'm a believer in C.D. Lamb.
Right.
And I think he's going to detonate the offense. I think they well could have 3,000-yard receivers.
Okay.
But now the downside, the reason my emotions are so mixed on this day, I'm already hearing Amari's, for weird reasons, missing a lot of practice.
Right.
I don't know why.
But, I mean, I saw, Clarence Hill Jr., I follow him, and he said he should be good to go.
Okay, but he's been missing a bunch of practice. Is he pouty over CD's getting all the shine? Maybe.
How you pouty? You just got $60 million.
He got 20 a year.
Yeah, $60 million guaranteed. You pouting about what?
He can be a little sensitive.
Man, look here. People, Skip, I used to go through this all the time. It's like, man, you don't get upset. I mean, you caught 3 passes. You had a big week last week, and then Ed and Rod, I said, I got paid. I say, I go up there every week and get my check. I said, man, I ain't complaining about
the other issue is you got dubbed.
Yeah.
You kept dubbing all the way home.
Like, come on. I said,
you got 3 Super Bowl rings in 3 tries. That'll work.
Skip.
That'll make you sit through those 3 catch games, right?
Skip, did I not want to catch the ball? Sure.
Yeah.
But as I was going to practice, I saw how hard Ron Smith was working.
Okay.
And Ed McCaffrey was working. And they wanted to catch the ball, too.
Okay. So, what are my biggest positives right here, right now? There's no more Jason Garrett, no more old 8-8 JG, right? I got Mike McCarthy, a made man. It was long ago, but he did coach the Green Bay Packers and Brett Favre, and I mean, coach Brett Favre and then Aaron Rodgers, obviously, but Aaron Rodgers to that one and only Super Bowl. Is he a good coach? Yeah, I think he's a good coach.
I think so, too, yeah.
He used to be regarded as one of the top play callers, if not the best in the league, but no, he's not going to call the plays, okay?
And Skip, I mean, think about what you added Alden Smith, and everybody's like, oh, he's been a monster at practice. Trayvon Diggs says he's getting his hands on the ball.
Kid from Alabama.
Yeah, like Byron Jones couldn't. Neville Gallimore, you like him, Don Terry Poe. So I'm just trying to make, Skip, how they being underrated?
If it all clicks, if it falls into place, if Lyle Collins comes back on time and can be Lyle Collins again, they could be really good. So I look down the schedule. If they can win Sunday night, I think they will. We're going to go into a deep prediction in a little bit. But then they get Atlanta at home. They have to go to Seattle. I got that a loss. But then they get Browns, Giants at home, Cardinals at home. They have 3 home games.
Right.
They get Washington away, but I think they can win away at Washington. So now that sets up the big at Eagles, which would be November 1st. They could be real good. They could maybe only have one loss.
What's real good?
Well, just one
real
loss.
Good?
I'll give them the one loss at
6-2. Oh, they gonna be what? 6-7-2.
How many would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-1 going into Yeah, 6-1.
No, it's gonna be 6-1, huh?
Yeah.
You okay? On that?
No, I'm just telling you, my hopes run amok. And what did I tell you? I'm trying to govern my emotions because a year ago today, I went out of my mind over the cliff and I said they're going to the Super Bowl. And I loved it and I believed it. I believed it all offseason. But the truth is, as much as I see a possibility here, I'm not going to jinx it.
You know what,
I'm not.
And you know what will happen? You will change your tune. They'll come out, they'll look good on Sunday night. And you will come in here and you will look at your camera. How about that, Cowboy? I feel good about my prediction.
You hate that. Okay, but what happened last year, they opened at home against the Giants. And then they went to Washington. And then they got the Dolphins at home when they were really bad. Okay, and you kept saying garbage, garbage, garbage. And you know what? You were correct, sir. And yet, I was doing a dance over here, and I was, Cowboys. Okay, this year at Rams, that's not a gimme, right? Falcons at home, I don't think that's a gimme. At Seahawks, that's definitely not a gimme.
Seahawks will be good.
Okay, so they have a legitimate opposition to start the year. The first 3 is legit. So here we go. Yeah, if they go handle the Rams on Sunday night.
I'm just trying to figure out how the Cowboys are underrated when all those firepower Skip. They got, wasn't they number 2 as far as receivers behind Tampa? They had like a top 3 receiving core. They had a top 5 running back.
I think Pro Football Focus now ranks them number 1. Right. And CeeDee Lamb has played exactly 0 downs in the National
So you got a top 5 offensive line, top 5 receiving core, top 5 running back. Pro Football Focus had Dak as a top 5 quarterback.
And remember, I got a real kicker from the Rams. I got a real kicker, Greg Dallas, right? I had the worst kicker in football, Brett the Fret last year.
And you underrated. I'm confused by that.
I'm just going to be low-key over here, and I'm going to say it's going to be okay. Yeah. That's all.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I'll be here Monday. I have a lot to celebrate. You know, I like celebrating on Mondays.
Yeah, you don't get to celebrate enough.